Today on Sack & Co, meet our pet of the week and get hopping by making your very own Easter Bunny friends. Plus, check this out. If you plan on having friends and family over for the holiday, why not give them a TV experience like no other? And speaking of TV, we've got General Hospital star Bradford Anderson in studio to tell us all about his latest project. Let's get things started. It's time for Sack & Co.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Sack & Co. I am your host, Melissa Paul. You know what? In a time when many companies are actually closing up shop and moving to a strict online presence, Xfinity is actually opening new retail stores. 10, in fact. 2 recently opened right here in the Sacramento Valley area, one in Roseville and the other in the city of Sacramento. So here to tell us more is Technical Operations Vice President. We have Aaron Walker. Aaron, great to have you here on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and so really interesting, you've opened these retail locations. So explain to us, what is it going to be like for our viewers when they walk through the door?
Yeah, so it's going to be warm, vibrant. So think of DMV and then the opposite of that.
Okay, good. I was like, where are you going with DMV?
Yes, you're going to be met with professionals, and really it's creating an experience for everyone to use hands-on. It's like adult being in a toy store.
Great.
You can touch, feel, use the new products, innovation in a fun environment. And you could still do sales, or pardon me, pay your bills, but it's really creating an environment for people to use the products and really create that environment.
And there's a really big reason, too, why you focused on these retail locations opposed to just continuing to invest in online, right? It's all about that tangibility and being in person.
Right. I mean, let's be honest, I still buy a lot of product online, but our customers have been telling us over the years they want something they can touch, they can feel, that they can use. And our reps are really designed, they're product experts, and then when you go in, you can use voice remotes, you can use try new mobile products, you can use X-Fi, a lot of different things, and it's really giving them a chance to kick the tires and have fun.
Yeah, no, I love that, because there's something to be said about ordering something online and then not really getting to know it until it arrives in your home, but being able to actually go somewhere and pick it up and touch it and feel it and really think, okay, is this something that I'm going to really be able to use, or does this benefit me? I love that. So let's talk, though, about some of the items that you brought here, because these are a few things people will see in store, right?
Yes. First off is our X-Fi gateway, advanced gateway.
Okay.
That will enable 1 gig speed services, and that's really, we have that across the market in Sacramento, but this, as you can tell, this is not your ordinary cable modem or cable box. This, I mean, we've received rewards for the design. You don't have to stuff it in a closet and be embarrassed by it. So this is a new product that's really working for us.
Yeah, you know, it is really handsome. It's very streamlined and kind of modern looking.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you don't have to be embarrassed of this.
No, you don't have to be embarrassed. You can have it out on display, and you know, we really want, for a best Wi-Fi experience, you want it out in the open and not tucked in a desk or a closet or anything like that.
Exactly. Okay, and so then what is this device right here?
So that is our X1 wireless box. What you'll notice, there are no cables to it, right? So that's amazing. So if you have a bedroom you don't want to run cable lines to, or you need to, you know, a lot of people like to entertain. So you can put one of these in your backyards, hook it up.
Really?
Oh, it's fantastic.
What a great idea.
Yes. So that provides your cable viewing, all of that in a wireless format.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's
okay,
awesome.
Fantastic. Now, this little guy right here, you actually have a personal story about. So what is this?
Yes, so this is the X-Fi pod that's coming out. It's going to be available sometime in April. But really, in my house, you know, average size home, but there was dead spots in our house. My kids, we like the online.
I think a lot of people have that. Yeah.
Like the online stream, music, videos, and so forth. But this takes the signal and amplifies it. So you can kind of create like a net in your home, and it amplifies your Wi-Fi signal.
Wow.
So if you have a dead spot, that will help enable and get signal everywhere you need it.
And like you're saying, you know, with your kids, when you have multiple people in the house and multiple devices.
Multiple devices. And there's nothing like getting, you know, one of my kids yelling, "Dad, the internet dropped." And, and that's usually because they're too far away, or at that time, my wife may have misplaced it in the closet because we had an older one. But that has been a game changer for us.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear. I love that. Okay, you had asked me before the segment, do I have a voice-operated remote? Is that what you said?
Yes, I did.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so what is that?
Yeah, so I think a lot of our folks have it, but this is our voice remote, and this thing is phenomenal. My kids use this the most. My 7-year-old, for any kid shows that you want, you literally hold in the button. It has voice recognition of thousands.
Yeah, I want to show this
Yeah,
off.
no problem.
Okay.
Thousands of recognized commands, and it eliminates, the punch in and surf in. You tell it where you want it to go and what it wants to do, and it instantly pops up. It's phenomenal.
It's a new day and age.
Yes.
All right, and I know that the network has also expanded, which is a big deal too for clients. And you find it very important to make sure that people's experience with Xfinity is improving with services and products. It's just it's a big deal.
Yes. We're expanding our Fiber Deep project in Sacramento. Sacramento is one of the first areas that's going on with that, and it's all about taking. We have one of the largest fiber optic networks in the U.S., but it's taking fiber even deeper into the neighborhoods, and it's about reliability, delivering the products and services that our customers want and expect. But it's a phenomenal thing, and it's really advancing us forward from a customer experience standpoint.
And Aaron, tell us, where can our viewers go for more information?
Yes, they can go to California.comcast.com. Thank you so much for that. You can even help me out there.
I got you right there. Yeah, no, because I'm paying attention because I really like that.
I appreciate that.
And I like that too.
Yes.
And I like that and this.
It is
okay,
awesome.
I like it all, Aaron. Okay, thank you so
you.
much. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, everyone, stick around because coming up, after enhancing your TV experience, why not upgrade your beauty regimen? Find out how microblading can make your mornings a lot less chaotic. Zach and Cole will be right back.
This segment paid for by Comcast.
You did a great job. Yes. All right. Now for microblading. Come on down, ladies. I'm going to be here, and that way you can all be together, right?
Where would you like us to sit, if any?
Could we have you sit right here? Would you like to?
Here.
We had some flowers on here, and they were just so full of pollen. Just like spilling all
What was your name again?
Laterica.
Laterica? Okay. And this would be
Kathy.
Kathy.
So just so you ladies know, where's Kathy? Oh, she's getting mic'd. Okay. Michelle, can you please count to 10 for me?
1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4,
You got her?
5.
Okay, you're
6.
good, Michelle. Say something. Can you count to 10 for me?
1,
They're doing mic checks.
2, 3, 4.
You got Laterica?
You got her? Okay, we Kathy.
1, 2, 3.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
And welcome back. You know, getting ready in the morning, it can get pretty time consuming, especially when you have a deadline and you have to rush out the door. But microblading, it might actually be the perfect way to cut down on that daily beauty regimen and make you look fantastic no matter how much time you have. Microblading Art Center has gathered some of the best trained artists at their location. And here to tell us more, we have Michelle Gillis, we have Kathy, and we have Laterica. Welcome, ladies. Great to have you here on the show. Okay, so for our viewers who may not be as familiar, help them understand what exactly is microblading.
Microblading is semi-cosmetic procedure and creates individual hair strokes and creates a beautiful eyebrow shape.
Okay, so this is a way to have that wonderful look with your eyebrow where you don't have to apply makeup every single morning, and some days, depending on how much time you have, it really doesn't turn out the way you want it to, right?
Yeah.
This is a permanent, beautiful look always. So what would you say is the typical response from clients after they come to get their microblading treatment done?
Well, many people fail to realize how important brows are until they don't have them. So we see a lot of clients that have gone through chemotherapy or have had alopecia or sparse brows. So when they have the final reveal, they are completely amazed and emotional about how this process completes their face. It's really rewarding.
I love how you said that. You know, it completes their face, right?
Yes.
They see themselves again. They're like, oh, I didn't realize I was missing until now.
Right.
Because it's all filled in. That's beautiful. I love that. Okay, so I understand, though, too, that there's different procedures to get this done, especially when it comes to different skin types. So explain that further.
So that's the benefit of coming to Microblading Art Center, because we understand clients' skin types, such as oily and dry skin.
Okay, so your actual type of complexion will be impacted from the microblading, or the microblading will be impacted by it. So then there's different approaches that you would use.
Yes.
Okay, and I understand, too, that there's different levels of artists as well. There's a level 1 artist, and it goes up from there. So tell us a little more about what that means when someone comes in to get their microblading done.
So that is correct. The Microbleed Art Center is a complete training facility. So not only do we provide training, but we are committed to artist development. So our level 1 artists, when they come in, they have an extensive process before and extra training before they're allowed on the floor to actually see clients. There's so many people that have taken a one-day training course and then they're out tattooing faces.
Ooh.
So our level 1 artists, before they even touch anyone, they are experienced. So once the client comes in, and then they see that artist. So even level 2, they have about 100 artists under their 100 procedures under their belt before they even to qualify.
Okay, so even to be level 1, you have to have a certain amount of experience to even have that title in itself, which Kathy, I know you are a level 1 artist, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if somebody comes in and they have a level 1 artist, in addition to knowing that they already have that experience, is there any other reason too why people should feel confident in that experience itself, working with a level 1 artist?
Right, so even at level 1, Michelle sits in on all of the procedures. So she is able to, guide them and make sure that they are completing a total brow.
Whoa, and I think we're looking at some of the images too. Kathy, I understand this is some of your work, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay, all right. So, I mean, and this is testament to what you're talking about, the fact that, there is experience included as well with the level 1 artists too.
Yeah.
And I understand that the procedure itself is priced as well on the level of the skill set or ability of that artist. So if somebody wants this, but they have a certain price point they have to hit, this is a very viable option for them.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, great. So once the procedure is done, though, I help our viewers understand what type of care do they need to take with their eyebrows.
Okay. So with the aftercare, it's very important with the aftercare procedure. For the next 10 days after the treatment, we tell our clients not to get their eyebrows wet. That includes no cleansers, no cream, and no makeup.
Okay.
We also tell our clients to stay away from the sun, no picking on the scalp, and no rubbing on the treated areas.
Okay.
We also send our clients home with A&D ointments. They can apply a thin layers on their brows 3 times a day for the next 10 days.
And then that's for optimal healing and optimal results.
Yes.
And how long do the results last?
Okay, typically with microblading, it's different than traditional tattoos. The pigments are not implemented as deep as the traditional tattoos. So the color will fade naturally over time. Typically, it will last up to 3 years.
Okay.
Yes.
But still, that's a pretty extended period of time to have a procedure like this done and have that experience, that completion of your face, as you put it. And you actually have a special offer for our viewers. Tell us about that.
So right now, the Microbleed Art Center is offering $50 off of procedure with a level 1 artist. and $100 off procedure with a master artist.
Wonderful. That's great. So then people can go ahead and feel their absolute best, especially as we roll into the summer season, where we really don't want to wear makeup anyway, right? You don't want to have to do the fill-in. You want it to be permanent. You want to wake up. You want to look absolutely fantastic. And where can our viewers go so they can go ahead and make their appointment?
They can go to microbladingartcenter.com for more information.
Wonderful. Ladies, thank you so much. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, make sure you stick around. We have a lot more to come right here on Sack and Co right after the break. Okay, and I like the piece.
We're gonna move this now, Joe, or we later? I think we go to the blue marks. Thank you.
All right, can we get a mic check? Real quick?
1, 2, 3, 4,
You're
5.
good. You going?
Joe.
The following interview involves commercial content. The products and services featured appear as paid advertising.
Okay, so Easter's this weekend, and of course that means crafting. We always look for any excuse we can to craft with our kids and have that bonding moment and also act like kids ourselves, something I definitely look forward to. So who do we have to bring in? Of course, Sophie Molesky. She is the author of Sticky Fingers and YouTube sensation of Sophie's World. How many followers do you have now?
We're at like 16.7 million, something like that. I don't
Is that
know.
all? Okay, all right. And today we're going to be making something incredibly adorable.
It's a bunny bottom.
That is so cute.
I know, isn't he cute?
That's adorable.
Now,
Okay.
he's been all over the internet. Like Pinterest, he's like crazy, this little guy. Now, I can't take credit for him. I
Okay.
did see him and I recreated him for my own sake. But I love these little guys. I think they're so fun and so cute. And they're super simple to make. And all of the stuff, with the exception of the big Mongo Giants.
That is a huge
I know,
cotton
that
ball.
is like
Yeah.
the biggest cotton ball ever, right? But beside the Mongo Giants, I got everything at Dollar Tree. So,
Really?
you know, you can get all this stuff really inexpensive.
We love money-saving ideas.
Want to learn how
Okay.
to do it?
I would love to.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So take this little puppy and stuff it in there. Now, don't be shy. You got to push it
Oh, just
all the way
really
down.
shove
Just
it in there.
push it in there. Don't be shy, Melissa.
Mama
Go.
Hole.
Push it in. Push it in.
Okay.
Push it in. Perfect.
Is that good?
And the reason you
Okay.
want it down a little bit, Melissa, is because we want our little bunny butt
gotta put
to
our rabbit
sit
in there.
out the side.
we
Exactly.
got it.
And the idea here is
I'm going to shove it in more then.
yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like the bunny has dove in and he's like trying to find a carrot or whatever little things happen to be
digging for his
underground,
Easter
right?
treat. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to take a little bit of hot glue. We're going to put it right here at the rim. And we're just going to do it on the inside right now. Okay, now take this and stick it in there however you want him to be like popping out of there. Exactly.
I want him like that.
There, very good.
That's
okay.
my bunny bottom.
There's his bunny bottom. Now, it's not a bunny without a tail, right?
Of course.
So let's
Yep.
give him a little tail. And we're
And
just going to
Sophie, I know we typically will use glue dots for a lot of the projects, so it's a little more kid-friendly for
Yeah.
the tiny hands.
And
But
you-
this, though, would you say that a glue gun probably would work best given
Yeah,
the material?
and you know why, Melissa? Because it's so fluffy and puffy,
Yeah.
it tends to pull away from a glue dot. But you could, if you needed to. I mean, you can always use like Elmer's glue or a glue that's more of a kid-friendly glue. Now we're going to put some feet on here. Now the
Yes.
feet, I think, give it its
So cute.
personality, right? So like you can have his little feet are kind of like pointed in. Or they could be out, or one could be out, or one could be in. You know what I mean?
Cute.
So I'm going to leave it up to you. I'm going to put a
Okay,
little
you
blob
go
of
ahead and
glue.
do that.
And then you get to place them however you want.
Cute. And see, I like how you're doing this too, because you'd be like, you're like the mommy, and I'm like the 4-year-old. So this is a great example of how you can accomplish this with your little ones too, and make something so incredibly adorable. And what cute little gifts too. I mean, I know a lot of families are going to brunches this weekend.
Well, and imagine, let's just say you wanted to use this for a table place card.
Great
You
idea.
could put their name on here, right?
Uh-huh.
And instead of doing the flower that we're about to, you get to choose your color.
Oh, cute. Purple.
Instead of doing the flower, you could do like a little candy lollipop. You could do,
Oh, that's a great
something fun that could be
idea.
a little Easter treat as well.
How cute. But I love that. Yes, you're saying put the name there. And that's the place saying, look, that's my bunny bottom, y'all. Okay, and so people can find this at Sophie's World.
Sophie-world.com. And, here's the fun stuff that we got over there. We've got this great edible Easter basket. Look at this. The entire basket is edible. So it's
Oh my
made out of
gosh.
candy. Super easy, super fun. And it's a great way to have the candy be part so that you don't end up with a big giant basket. You can actually make a little basket and fill it with a little bit of candy, and it still seems like, wow, I'm getting so much candy.
Well, that's incredible. That's absolutely ingenious too. And then you don't have to buy a basket.
Then you don't have to get a basket.
Yes,
That's true.
you just make it, right? That's so cool. Sophie, we absolutely love your ideas. You also do sticky fingers. If anyone loves duct tape,
Absolutely.
DIY, make sure you check that out. And one more time, tell everybody where to go.
www.sophie-world.com.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. Happy Easter.
Yay, you do. You do. Okay, so this is our Sack & Co. Pet of the Week. You're looking at the lovely Maddie, Front Street's very own Easter Bunny, if you will. Maddie loves being with people and is happy to sit by your feet and walk by your side. Although she doesn't hop like a bunny, this sweet girl is ready to hop on over to your house and be your new best friend. And because many bunnies end up at the shelter after Easter, Maddie, she personally hopes that people will consider giving chocolate bunnies for gifts instead of real ones, right, Maddie? The Front Street Shelter is open Wednesday to Sunday from 12 until 5 p.m. Front Street will be closed, though, this Friday, March 30th. That's in observance of Cesar Chavez Day. We certainly hope you find your new family soon, Maddie. What an absolute sweetheart. See, she's such a good dog. She doesn't even mind the bunny ears on her little head. What a sweetheart. Well, speaking of family, we like and think of actor Bradford Anderson as part of our Sack & Co. family quite a bit because, I mean, you're on General Hospital, it's on ABC.
ABC Family!
You're such a sweetheart, though, and you constantly come and play, and we just adore you, and so do your fans.
That dog was smiling. Did you see that?
Yes.
The little grin is just,
Little
it
happy
was
little
so
dog.
sweet.
She's so cute.
My
I know. Do you want
goodness.
to take her home?
Ah, kind
You
of.
got two
My little
little ones.
Yorkie would, she'd eat my Yorkie.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure she wouldn't. I'm sure she'd love my Yorkie.
Or your Yorkie would be very, very jealous.
Yes, for sure.
But Bradford, though, so any Easter plans for you in the lovely family?
Yes, well, luckily for me, I married into a long-standing Sacramento family, so we have great traditions here. So it'll be an East Sac Easter at my wife's grandmother's house, right down the street from the Blue Ladybird house.
Yep, that's absolutely awesome. And
Right.
I know you had some involvement in that. That's a conversation
For another time.
because we want to talk about you because you
Yeah.
have some awesome stuff going on.
Yes, so I'm back more on General Hospital, and the big news for the last week is me and my good friend Steve Burton launched our own website, stonecoldandthejackal.com. He and I, we used to be in the band together. The band's kind of on hold because one of our other...
We got to back that up. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar, General Hospital, you're friends with a lot of your castmates, and you
Yes.
spend a lot of time, especially you and Steve Burton have like a bromance going on.
I know, it's
Yes,
pretty sweet.
You do. You guys are always hanging out doing fun stuff. And you were in the band Port Chuck.
Right,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so here's Port Chuck.
Oh my gosh! No, that's our Stone Cold and Jackal
I'm sorry,
show.
I lied. That's Stone Cold and Jack. Okay, so you guys did Pork Chuck, but now you and Steve are doing this.
Yes.
Which is?
Yeah. So it's kind of a comedy show, but especially geared towards people that watch our show already and know Steve and I already.
Okay.
So he and I are touring the country. It's we go out. I usually start the show with something original for every city. Steve comes out, and then we do kind of a back and forth. And then we take questions, but that becomes part of the show too. So it's a really fun, high energy, just silly, crazy, fun time. And we're going to comedy clubs all over the country and doing it. In fact, we may even be coming here to Sacramento this summer. It's not finalized, but that's why we want people to go to our site, get on our mailing list, so that they're the first to know when it happens.
Perfect, because I have to tell you, every single time you come on, that we get slammed with people going, what used to be, when is Pork Chuck coming?
I
And
know.
then now it's going to be, when's Stone Cold and the Jackal coming?
Correct.
So now they can know if they follow you and get on the mailing list.
That's the huge thing, because that's exactly what happens. Every time we go to a city, it's the day after we leave, people are like, hey, when you come into this city? And we're like, we were there yesterday.
Yeah.
So we want everyone to know so no one's disappointed and misses the good time.
Okay, all right. And then in the meantime, though, too, you happen to be sporting
Oh yes.
a lovely fashionable piece.
We
here.
got some logos. We got a little logo here.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. So,
And then-
turn back around.
What?
Turn back
Oh, my
around.
goodness.
Turn back around. Okay, Stone Cold and the Jackal.
Right.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, so we had fun with it, and we put a lot of products on our website just because people like to have mementos of our shows, and we just were excited about it. So there's really cool merchandise.
You don't seem excited at all.
I know. I'm never get excited about anything. Well, partly I'm just excited to see you, Melissa.
Oh, well, thank you, Bradford.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
but here's your site, though,
Oh my
right?
gosh,
And
yeah,
that's
look
really
at
great
it. See,
stuff
we
they
get,
can get.
you know-
That's really cute. I like
Yeah.
your zippies and your pink beanie.
Exactly. You know,
Nice.
we figured some
Oh,
of
water
Spinelli fans might
Good work.
want to treat their computer in the way that the Jackal treats his computer. So and we have some beanies like my character used to wear back in the old days. So it's
Where can
really
they
fun.
follow you? One more time. Let's get that out
So
there.
stonecoldandthejackal.com to make sure to keep up on all of my events with Steve.
Okay.
And then, of course, Twitter, Facebook, but it can all be linked from there.
Okay,
So,
great. And then they can find you, too, personally.
yes, B. Ford Anderson at Twitter, Facebook, all around.
Steve always looks so stone cold.
He's just so handsome.
He is so handsome.
Yeah, he brings
Sorry,
me around to
Bradford.
make himself feel more handsome is what
Thank
he
you,
does.
my friend.
Thank you, dear.
We'll see you soon, everyone.
All right.
We'll see you back here tomorrow, 11:30. Bye-bye.